Do I go through it and hit the diff? Hit the diff and pray, let the shield go all the way. It's a pity we can't make our own half a quad track here. Diff, brake top. Oh my god, that's a lot of water. Team, it's 6 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon and I'm gonna go do a thing. This was pristine clean on Wednesday, I think. Anna did it for me. Yep, because I wanted to do this thing, I knew it was coming. But then I had to go take this into a field. Not happy about it. Oh, the key! Oh! I know. Wet enough, and there's no balls in the thing. Why oh why? Because I think it's that one I want. Do I only have one of them? Good news, I was wrong. So, genuinely a bit of newness going on here. So they will go in there, which is good. And the one that I wanted was top link. So, I'm actually going to put that here. Good news is, PTO slides. We always have an issue with that. Obviously, it was a bit dirty last time Dad used this. God, I need a machinery shed. This doesn't want to be in the water or the rain and the sunshine. The sunshine does more damage than you think. Does not want to be in it all, does it? Great. Let's get her on. That is me driving across the pasture. Holy moly. Holy moly. I think it's going to be one bag at a time. I need to set the back end up. So it's the day after yesterday. Jack was just popping down, so we just thought, do you want to come with me? He said, yeah, I'm going to walk the fields because we've learned from our mistakes. Can we get on? The entrance is always going to be wet. Our 10-acre field. It's actually 9.5 acres, but you know, we call it 10 acre. Woohoo! I would say I could travel. Jax is watching the thing. I'm saying this is pretty good. Like it. It's dampish. I actually have a christening today at 1 o'clock. Today time is 10 to 11. So by the time I've showered and changed, there's no point in me trying to get it now. I just need to level off the till sower. It's wet here, that's wet. So I'm gonna have to go around this bit, but I'll be able to see that from the tractor cab, I think. Oh, that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. Have a couple of wet spots there. Again, we're gonna have to go around these bits and then I'm gonna aim for the middle of here. It's gonna take some doing. It's solid enough here, but I'm not in a 5-6 ton tractor, am I? Like that's wet there. Do I go through it and hit the diff? Hit the diff and pray, let the shield go all the way. The problem with this as well, there's going to be a lot of patchy areas. I did do the production grant and then I've gone for a cedar on the back of me tines. I think it worked really, really well. Look at that. He did get rid of some good water here, didn't he? It's gone hard here. Where the water's got away, it's gone hard. That's good. Happy days. We've got cracks. That'll do. I'm getting some on here today. Yeah, we'll get on here. Oh, this is where I tried to turn the other day. God, it was wet. My fields could really do a rolling. Really, really do a rolling. I don't know if I'm going to get there though. Yeah, we'll travel. We'll travel. Again, we have wet spots everywhere. You can see where we've had the pipe in. Probably travelled a bit too wet with the pipe, but it needed to get there. Probably a lot of farmers in the same situation. We need to get some slurry out. Had to go, so we just picked our driest fields, which are these two fields. Good fields here, 10 and 20 acre. Get 30 acres done. I'll be happy. What I'm going to do is get one bag in to start with, see how I travel, and maybe I'll just be carting with one bag the whole time. It's a pain in the ass, but it's doing it. I'm happy, as happy as I can be anyway. Let's get it on. Let's friggin' do it. Let's go. But this is a bit too long for rolling, isn't it? I really need the roller in here. Look at them marks. That's when you don't want to be spreading muck when it's so wet, because you know, if he is slipping sometimes, he's making a mess. If I am honest, the next time the slurry grant comes out, I'm going to put a big store up. I think ours is 300,000 gallons. I could do with one twice as big, and ours is getting too old, well, a bit old. I won't mind 4 times as big really, because slurry is so important. Slurry is like your fertilizer, you've had to buy in a bag. We applied this slurry in February. It's wet here. This is again a spot I'm going to have to miss. You might drive through because it might be hard underneath. What's good with slurry, I've not had to buy it. But when I put it on in February, it's not the right time to put it on. So if I can hold my slurry, separate it all, go for first cut and bang it on 1 million gallons, make grass grow, not have to buy fert, and the power of slurry is incredible. But I am happy. We're gonna go, boys. We're gonna go.
We are back, baby. We are back. We are back. Yeah. Classic. We are back. That's we are back.
So I've got to go home. My christening had to be home for 11. It's 9:15 now. So Dad's going to do the back ones. The only problem with the back ones, Dad, they're inside. It's devastating.
Well, the point is, you can go in, we'll level up and do the back ones and level up.
Whatever you do, don't tell Mum. I just jumped in there because we never know which goes left and right.
Yeah.
But
just clean out. Lift these up, clean out.
I'll do it now.
Fed cows, fresh food.
Looks better like that. I mean, next job, I'm going to put this. I failed a little bit when I put this shed up, but I'll explain that in a minute. We used to lift the till. It's going to be this job. So I am just going to let all the cows go and then shut the gate. I'm a really big fan of getting cows as quickly as possible to food after they've milked. They've had a good drink, so you probably wait 20 minutes. Let them eat, so again, some more time, because they want to be standing so the bags can seal after milking. We do put iodine on, but I just like them being a bit better. So yeah, my idea is just to flush these through. One I did a foot the other day. See the orange block? Problem I made with this shed, when cows are milking and you do anything like taking slurry out or doing anything like that, it's a bit of a pain in the ass and cows are in your way. Should have thought about that, but at the time I had X amount of money for the X amount of projects, so like I and on about it all the time.
There's 2 things you notice. There's very little. It's been sat there a month or more, this fertiliser, in all the rain. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not clagged at all, even though it's been out.
I've seen online about someone with a bag that's absolutely clagged.
No, so it's been sealed well, it's good stuff. And also, this is not like Nitropil, the ICI stuff, Nitram. These are slightly bigger prills. You see, they're a bit bigger than Nitram. Nitram's very fine, your ear's very, very fine. This is a slightly bigger prill. And to be honest with you, it spreads very, very well. Last year, I was very impressed with the way it spread. And also, I've just opened it up a little bit more because of this type of product. It doesn't flow as fast as Nitram.
It's quite big, isn't it?
Yeah, it doesn't flow the same thing. It's not claggy or anything like that, but it just, whereas your Nitram flows even quicker. You put Nitram in here on the same setting.
What's the difference between Nitram and this?
This is French made. This is only, Nitram's 34.5%. This is 33.5%. So this is Belgian fertilizer. It may be packaged in France or whatever, it comes through France, but it's done by Glass and Grain. It's a good product. We used to use Poulan, which was Polish, but they don't seem to be able to get that anymore. It's a question of where the gas factory is to make the fertiliser. It's a pity we can't make our own. It's a pity we've got the facilities, we've got the plant, even if the government subsidised the gas for agricultural use, so someone, somewhere, it's probably a subsidised system where we're buying imported nitrogen fertiliser. We should be making our own, and this is where our government sometimes is letting the agricultural industry down, and it's just one of the many things.
Many things. Right, we're gonna have a go. I was gonna do it myself, but Dad wants to jump in with me, don't you, Dad?
Half a quad track here. This is half a quad track. The front's come up a tad, the back's gone down a tad, so we've got maximum. Very good.
We could do a weight block on the front.
We've got one, we can find one.
Yeah, no. The less weight, the better at the moment. She is on her ass a bit. It's not like I'm going to be flying around, is it?
Got me off guard on the shoulders of the freeway. You told me real soft, never been in this lane. And I saw it in your eyes, explosions in the skies. Hands in your pocket, shoulder to shoulder, soul laid out for me.
If he does the field, he's right. If he doesn't do the field, he puts too much on.
So on my own, Dad's taking Mum out for tea, and he said it should be empty. I have a little bit left, not loads, but I have enough left. So what he's just said is to move the ratio, which is just here, and move it to literally, oh, that's 110. He said move it to 1.5. Sorry, I'm trying to concentrate off camera. Let's open it up a little bit. So this field is wet, and I would get the drone up, but I concentrate on not crashing. So Dad's got rid of a lot of water in this field, so I'm just putting it in the ground. We will reseed it. So there's two things that has told me about this farm that I need to do. A 20 acre and 10 acre, we put a load of slurry on it from our tower. I need a bigger tower, and I need a seeder. I've gone for the seeder grant on the production grant. On the grant, I've got a few things: salvage pusher, seg gate, creep feeder for lambs. A seeder for my grass harrows would be amazing, because there's a lot of patches here, and it's really surprising. I'll get the drone up tomorrow. I kind of want to crack on today. I kind of want to learn everything today. And the slurry grant, it has to be done. Like, we have got rid of slurry 3 times this year. I want to hold my slurry for longer. I want to be able to hold it and then put it on when it's needed to after second cut. Even, you know, if you can get on at first cut, yeah, get it on. But I think that's going to have to be something. 6 month storage needs to happen. This year's been incredible. Like, I was speaking to a guy who said he had 6 month storage, brand new store, and was full by January. Spoke to them at Dairy Sex Show. It's just going to be so expensive. I'm running out of funds, but I think it's important. But hey ho, right. Spreading. It's drying up. Look at this. And how much of a mess am I making? Can you see back there? Get my drone up tomorrow. I just want to get some field work done soon. Currently doing the 15 acre now, and it is a mess. That is the best way to describe it. It is a mess. Get the cows to graze it. Copy me mate, Farming Theory. And cows go out and graze it because there's a good amount of grass on here. Get it to dry up, plough it up and reseed it. I think that could be an idea. Oh man, there's wet bits, there's ruts, there's just everything you don't want in a grassland field. It makes you appreciate the good years. It's horrendous. Depending how this field goes. So currently in bottom pasture, so the bit that we made hay on last year, if you've watched the YouTube videos. And I think the 15 acre is knackered. I am not too confident in the 15 acre right now. So do we chop bottom pasture and leave that foam, put diff on because it's going to get wet here. Ooh, please don't be too bad, please don't be too bad, please don't be too bad. Not awful. And chop bottom pasture. We normally graze bottom pasture. It's a big field, but then kind of go, right, I think that could be the better option. It can get wet on top of here. Seems pretty good so far though. Oh, hey. Diff. Scrape the top. Oh my god, that's a lot of water. Ooh, shut on that. Take the nip off, yeah boys. Last field I think today, and then it's 9:10 now. I said Joe will be home at 8:30. Oops, should be fine. Should be fine. And then we'll go home and we'll try again tomorrow. Maybe get some drone shots. Exciting, isn't it? Right, catch you in a bit. Right here, it was there.
I'ma live like I'm alive, like I'm alive, like there's no forever. Gonna ride to the other side of this earth if I wanna. We got this sun to chase, so little time to waste, so I won't let it pass me by. 'Cause for a moment I'm alive. Yeah, for a moment I'm alive. For a moment I'ma spend my time feeling like every single thing's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. Just for a moment. I'm a dream while I'm awake.
Someone's going to say, holy moly, there's some grass in here. And there is some grass in here. I'm driving over a lot, but obviously I'm spreading it quite far, which is good. But I tell you what, it's soft. You can see how soft it is. You couldn't get on any earlier than today. Like, there's loads of grass here as well. And you can see it's cold. That's what my dad always used to say. It's chilly because it's like blue on top. And it's quite yellow, so it's not like dark green. But some people would probably take this off and go. The problem is, we are just about right. Any damper, any rain, and it would be messy. It's lumpy, could do a rolling to be honest, but we're never gonna roll this. Never, ever, ever, ever. Look at the amount of grass on. Someone's gonna say, don't put till on it, it's gonna grow, but this has got loads of grass on, more than any other field. So if we could take this and then go again, but then this would be out of kilter. This year just keeps giving. Look at that, what I found as well. This is why I need to roll fields. That happened because of a dirty muck heap that we spread at the back end of last year. And no, probably shouldn't put a lot of grass till on here because it's not going to do much more, is it? This is like what the boys that we're mowing now. They probably would mow this, but it's not thick. Someone's going to say, what are you doing putting till on it? The grass is yellow, there's not a lot in it. It's like third cut grass right now. So it needs a bit more of a thing. But it doesn't need as much till, I don't think.
We got this sun to chase, so little time to waste, so I won't let it pass me by. 'Cause for a moment I'm alive. Yeah, for a moment I'm alive. For a moment I'ma spend my time feeling like every single thing's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. 'Cause for a moment I'm alive. For a moment I'm alive. For a moment I'ma spend my time feeling like every single thing's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. For a moment I'm alive. 'Cause for a moment I'm alive.
You can see on that big field where we spread slurry, I think the umbilical pipe did get in there. See, it's green, but it didn't go up a bit on the left, which is a bit odd. You can see it's like a yellowy colour, so the slurry is really good at the right time. It's just, we've put slurry on the 10 and 20 acres at the wrong time, and that's where the mess has been made. So a bigger slurry store, but I don't know where to put it. So I want to siphon off that, because obviously that's been separated with a bubbler. I don't know. But let's look at the grant for it. And my nan's tree coming in is the big one. So my dad planted that when my nan passed away. It's a really nice tree, so he's planted a lot more trees, so his entrance is pretty cool. So in a few years, 10 years, it should look great. Just getting to the end, that was close as well. A little bit of stubbornness, but not too bad. Not too bad. I'm gonna get 2 more bags and just spray. I do know people have like special like things that you can undo these with now. I do not have a special thing, I have a penknife. I'd like to do 2 more fields and then be done. I've got 1 more field after that to the Highlands are in, which isn't going to take too much on. So I'm just on the phone to my dad right now. I said, do I do this or not? It is soft in this field, so we are, but this is a very yellow field. I don't know if you can see it. What we're going to do is going to do this field, it's yellow, get it on, and then Dad says if I've made a mess, we'll just roll what I drove. Fingers crossed I don't make a mess. There's a lot of grass in here, but as you can see, but very soft and very yellow. There's not a lot of power in the grass, so that's what we're going to put in. Power. Give it a go. Problem with this field is had no till. A lot of grass, nothing in it. It's like I'm all fucking organic. Oh god, how wet is it going to be? How wet is it going to be?
All day long I'm smiling, I'm happy all the time. That sun keeps on shining and it's got me feeling fine. Birds are whistling to me everywhere I go. Whoa, I can feel it deep down in my bones. I'm a happy soul, and I feel like gold. Cause it's my lucky day, no breaking my mood. I'm feeling too good. No one can bring me down, cause I'm high above the clouds. I'm floating.
Yo, we are back. I don't actually think I've explained what we're doing. So what we're doing tonight is called fertilizing, spreading or sowing. We call it till sowing. Very confusing. Everyone calls it a different thing in part of the country. I call it that because that's what my dad did, and you normally copy on someone that you work with all the time. This fertilizer is 33.5% nitrogen, so you put it onto the field to make the grass grow. It gives it kind of like a boost. It just makes grass grows, crop grows, kind of like the super soil stuff should have done. This does it. So we're in a new field. I've got loads in, so I might as well get rid of a bit. Don't need to be in that high gear. She's a wee bit wet, to say the least. So this is in front of the whole field, and this side of the field is going to actually turn into, we reseeded it last year, the year before. This side's going to turn into horses, because the horses are going to come back onto the farm. So we're going to lose this bit of field, which is no drama, but obviously I don't want to be spreading fertilizer on it. So I'm going to make a new boundary. Do you think she's a bit wet? Bit of a roller, will have to come in here, I think. It's drier than it was the other day. Right, I'll come back to you if I get super wet. Holy moly, pray for Tom. Diff is on. Diff me baby. Diff me baby. That's putting some water out. That's not too bad, I travelled well. Travelled well on me flat. Look at that! I made less of a rut than I did in the other field. That'll do. This field has been wet this year, look at this. Grew some good grass last year, this as well, so I think we're going to have to roll this field, and look, it's so sparse. Fingers crossed and get it going. Last field, the wettest field, in between like the dead wood we've got, and 3 trees still alive and a lot of trees just dead. Islands are not liking the till sowing. Didn't shut the gate and they're all trying to escape. I know there's loads of grass in here. Probably didn't need to put till on it, but we're going to put a load of heifers in here next week, and the heifers can graze it and the grass can grow again. I know. I'm definitely never chopping that field as well. It's horrendous. The last field's today. You'll see a lot of stuff I do on my phone. She's dirty. There's no hiding it, but it's not too bad. Don't do that. This might take me 3 days to get it done, but we did get it done. There's a bit of leftover stuff on there, but I don't think it's too bad. The main thing is, when you are sprinting fert, is always wash it out when you're done, because fert corrodes metal quicker than anything else, quicker than muck. So obviously to wash all this off, we have the volume hose. I want to pressure wash the hose, but I have concrete coming in half an hour, so I get it washed off and get it clean. If you did enjoy today's video, if you are happy as me that we are finally traveling on a field, and we traveled pretty well, 95%. I think we could argue 95%, 5% was a slight ropey. I'm not looking forward to mowing some of that land because of the mess we have made, but fingers crossed it won't be too bad. It's not perfect, but damn sight better than she was. Just with the volume hose. I'll have to give her a proper wash next week. Oh, she looks sexy. Yeah, boys. Oh God, she looks really good.